Bailey of Bristol is the second largest caravan and motorhome manufacturer in the UK. We've been a family-owned business for 75 years. We employ 450 people and we manufacture in the region of 5,000 caravans and 1,000 motorhomes per year. We've pledged to be net zero by 2030 as part of the Bristol One City programme. In order to maximise our efforts, we formed our very own green team. We're now pioneering Bailey's efforts to reduce our carbon footprint. The buildings on the main site were actually built in the 1960s, and that presents a sort of unique set of challenges. We've obviously looked to adapt them to make them as environmentally friendly as possible. We've changed our electricity supply to a green tariff, and what we're looking to do over time is to introduce more solar provision, and we're looking to change the fluorescent lighting we have in the factory here for LED lighting. But probably the biggest challenge we face is the heating of the buildings, and what we're looking to do there is to convert an existing oil and gas heating system to a biomass boiler. Within the manufacturing process, there are a lot of quick wins because a lot of the changes that we've made that are good for the environment are also good for business. We are using as many sustainable materials as possible. All the timber we use is FSC approved, and the plastic frames which go to make up the caravan body shell, they're made from recycled plastic cups. By recycling raw materials and components, we've saved the equivalent weight of 225 caravans per year. Another initiative we're undertaking is we're working with our supplier partners to reduce the amount of packaging they send us. The more sophisticated suppliers are sending us fully returnable packaging. So they send the components in one lorry and then the next time they deliver, they pick the packaging back up. Others who can't do that, we're looking to reduce the amount of packaging they use. For example, with our tyre manufacturers, they used to send it in shrink wrap pallets and they're starting to use ratchet straps and returnable pallets. So we've saved in the region of 15 miles of shrink wrap per year. In addition, we're looking to source supplies closer to home, which is reducing the amount of transport miles. With our fleet of vehicles, we've made a start in terms of electrification, and all company cars are now fully electric, but we have plans in place to electrify all our on-site forklifts and our service vans. We carried out a cradle-to-grave analysis on the life of a caravan, and we actually found that 1/3 of the carbon emissions was actually a result of the manufacturing process of the components and the vehicles themselves. But surprisingly, 2/3 is actually the result of the vehicles being used by the owners themselves. So what we've looked to do is to redesign the products to reduce their environmental impact. Our caravans and motorhomes are very thermally efficient, and they're 75% recyclable at their end of life. The electrification of tow vehicles still gives us challenges in terms of range and towing capacity. So we've worked with the University of Bath to come up with a shape which reduces air drag. By making our vehicles more aerodynamic, more lightweight, we're helping our customers reduce their own emissions whilst on holiday. We're mindful that the landscape is changing and customers are increasingly more concerned about where products are coming from and also how sustainable the businesses are. And we've already got very good buy-in from the team here. We have car share schemes, we have cycle to work schemes. They want to know that they're working for a business that not only cares for them but also cares for the environment. We're certainly feeling very optimistic about the future. We have a solid plan in place. As a large Bristol-based manufacturer, we're aware of the impact we can have in the city, and it's important that we play our part in sustaining it for future generations.